afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching this video. We are going to continue with Unit 10, and we are in Unit 10, lesson number 3. We'll call it lesson number 3, which we're going to be solving for y. And we're going to have some equations in point-slope form here and in standard form, and we want to get it to slope-intercept form. Notice our first ones here, put a little box around here. Our first one here, this is point-slope form. Just write a little PSF, point-slope form. And our other section is what we call standard form. Let's write SF underneath that one. And off to the right, we have what we've been working on since like Unit 1. Again, that is slope-intercept form. Okay, we get the slope and the y-intercept. We get a point with our x1 and y1. We get the slope with the m. And in standard form, we're just given some information we just solve. So let's look at a couple of these problems and get them to the point where we can get it to y equals mx plus b. We want to take point slope form and put it into slope intercept form. Okay, we're going to go from point slope form to slope intercept form. We have y minus 6 equals 4 times x plus 3. What we want to do with this is we want to take these and we want to get the y by itself. So naturally we could say, well, let's add 6 to the first and y will be by itself. But we still got to go through and simplify and combine like terms. So what I would recommend us to do first is to do our distribution first. Remember, when we distribute, we multiply 4 times the first term, so 4 times x, which is just 4x, and 4 times the second term, 4 times 3, which is positive 12. Now we can go through and say, well, what's the opposite of negative 6? Well, that's a positive 6, and we're going to do that to both sides of our equation. Negative 6 plus 6 is 0, so we're not going to write anything. Our 4x we're going to bring straight down. 12 plus 6 is positive 18. And now we are in slope-intercept form. Y equals 4x plus 18. It's just that easy. Just solving the equation to get the y by itself. Pause the video and see if you can do number 2 by yourself here. Again, distribute first. Get rid of the constant next to the y. Now you should have paused and now unpaused and had an answer. Let's look at the right answer. We are going to distribute that negative 3. Negative 3 times x is negative 3x. This is negative 3 times negative 5, which is a positive 15. And we're going to continue with y plus 2. Okay, we need to get rid of the plus 2, so we're going to subtract 2 to both sides. And we're going to be left with y equals negative 3x. 15 minus 2 is positive 13. And you're all done. That's going from point slope form into standard, or point slope form into slope intercept form. Okay, well, what if we want to go from standard form into slope intercept form? We want to go from standard form, I'm going to draw this arrow over here, into slope intercept form. Okay, well, again, we're trying to get this y by itself, so what's going on with that y? Well, we're adding 2x to it, so we want to do the opposite. We're going to subtract 2x from both sides. And we can't combine that with the 5, so we're going to put it off to the side. These are canceled out. They equal 0, so we're left with y equals, and we're just going to flip these around, negative 2x plus 5. Well, that's pretty simple. All done. Nice and easy. What about this one? Again, pause the video, see if you can come up with that right answer. Use this one as an example here. Similar process. Should have paused. Now we are back. We want to solve this for y. Get the y by itself, so we're going to do the opposite and subtract negative 1/4 x. Those cancel, get 0. We're left with y equals, let's flip these around, negative 1/4 x plus 6. And that is in slope-intercept form. We are all done. Okay. Pause that video, or we're going to pause our video here. Come back for part 2, finish up some material here. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.